Alright, hey guys, OFD checking in here, and I got a new pocket knife that I wanted to show on the channel here on the OFD product review channel. So this is a CRKT knife. If you guys aren't familiar with that, that stands for Columbia River Knife and Tool Company, and CRKT's been around for quite a while. This, I'm pretty sure, is a pretty new design for them. I was actually given this by my father, who actually sells these knives in his business, and I think it's a really neat design. I think what they did with this one is really cool. So this is, go ahead and bring it up here so we can show you guys here. This is the K265CXP Homefront model, product of Taiwan right there. So you know where this comes from. Now, I will tell you, I think Taiwan, I know that one of my favorite brands, Cold Steel, has knife manufacturing in Taiwan and stuff like that, and they're really good place to get blades. So go ahead and open this thing up here, and I will show you guys why I think this is such a cool and unique knife, and why I wanted to put it on the channel. So I'm going to go ahead and get it out of here. This is a brand new knife, and so we'll get the box out of the way here, and this is just kind of your Columbia River Knife and Tool paperwork explaining. How funny is that? Like, some little story about CRKT knives. Now, this is the cool part of this knife, and I'll show you guys in this picture, is this knife, you can actually field strip it. So if you've used this knife for, say, cleaning an animal or something like that and hunting, and a lot of times, you know, with a knife like this, you get blood down in the scales or just dirt and lint from carrying it around. It's kind of hard to clean the knife out and get it all blown out of there and stuff like that. So this knife actually has full takedown capabilities. There's a good example of a dirty knife. And it's really simple. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do this here, hopefully without cutting myself open, because all Columbia River knives are very sharp. So has this camouflage design on it here, and I know this is a Realtree camouflage, and this is in the extra green, I think, version of Realtree camouflage. So very nice knife. I'm not exactly sure what these scales are made out of. They do feel like a kind of a thick polymer or something like that. Really cool. And then go ahead and get the blade open here, which it opens really nicely one-handed. Great looking blade for, you know, field dressing an animal or something like that, the way that point curves up there. So good field blade. Does have the liner lock here, as you guys can see there in the middle, locking the blade. Locks it in place. Okay. Now here is the cool feature, and as you guys can see, it says field strip technology. Now I'm going to close the knife, and I already read the directions, and I know how to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip this lever up here. Okay. And on the back, you see this knurling. We're at the very back of the knurling. This is actually a wheel here. And let me get it turning there. If you guys can see that wheel turning. And as I'm turning that wheel, that is actually, you can see the scales coming apart, and you can see a gap in the scales there. So what it's actually doing, and I just heard it pop there. So I'm actually, you can take this knife apart. As simple as this for field, you know, for cleaning the knife up, for anything you're doing with it. And there you go. Very easy to use, very nice. I mean, I wouldn't suggest sharpening the knife like this. I'd leave it on in the scales and stuff, but very simple. And then to put the knife back together, it's as simple as putting your blade, let's see if I can do this right here, Dunlap. I'm doing it on the camera, so I'm looking at things backwards. You put your scale back on there, and then it said to squeeze here at the joint, and then you're going to spin it just the opposite way. Tighten that thing up nice and tight, and then you're going to push the lever down, and now the knife is locked back. And so basically you could clean the whole inside of the knife and stuff like that. I think it's a really neat design from Columbia River. I've never seen a knife that, I mean, of course, you know, you have your knives with all your screws and stuff, and you can take them apart that way, but you always not run that risk of stripping out a scale or a you know, an insert on a scale or something like that when you're doing that. Whereas with this technology, it's quick and easy. The blade design on this one, this is a, like, let's see, bring it up here. Pretty sure kin onion design, yeah. Get it to focus here. Yeah, you guys can see the Homefront patent number and stuff, and then the kin onion design there, which is pretty cool. So neat knife. I just wanted to show you guys on the OFD product review channel a knife that I'm going to get a lot of use out of and enjoy it. So very cool. All right, guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and thanks for watching. And if you have not subscribed to this little channel, please do. Please do. All right, guys, see ya.